guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Btr List. Thank you for joining me. Do you guys, when you get a book and it looks all exciting and you hear lots of hype about it, or maybe you haven't even heard anything about it, but you just look at the cover or read the back, the blurb, and it sounds great. You buy it or someone gives it to you and you start reading. Well, today's video, I'm going to let you guys know the books that I have not finished. Unfinished books. Can you believe that? I don't like that. I mean, and it's not necessarily because the books are really bad or what. I don't know. Maybe it was just something at the time that I was or wasn't going through that the book just didn't set right. Okay, let's get into it. Okay, here are the books here. This is my stack. Really not that big. I think I have a couple also on ebooks that I have not finished. Not just wasn't last year, a couple of years. Some of them go back about 10 years, and I just had them packed away in a box. So the first book is I Am Legend by Richard Matheson. I purchased the book after I heard about the movie that was coming out with Will Smith in it. I did the best I could. I was reading this book. I think I got all the way to page. Look, here's a bookmarker that's still in it. And this is from, oh my gosh, years ago. And I stopped on page 101. So that's the first one. This is the second book, Magic Bites, a Kate Daniels novel, and it's by Ilona Andrews. This is a husband and wife duo team, and I met them in person. I went down to Los Angeles, a place called the Rip Bodice. Yeah, this one is even autographed, so I have to keep this. See, it says to Btr List, Ilona Andrews, and it has the other name. Both of them signed. But they've written a lot of books. I think it's just me. I have to get out of my mindset because normally some of the books, I like all types of books and I like different types of genres. But this one is more into like, what is it called? Neo-Crommers. I think that's how you say it, or werewolves and things. Now, I grew up watching the werewolves and stuff on television. With the Cheneys, and that's great. But then to read about it, I had to really push myself. I love the cover. I'm gonna tell you, that's one thing. Look at this girl's face lying there. That's awesome. The girl's name in this book is, I think her name is Kate. Yeah, duh. It's Kate. Kate Daniels. That's her name. Oh, I just dropped the page. I think I made it all the way back here. See, I had a little bookmark. I made it to page 119 in this one. It's about a girl. She has these powers. They're using her to find a killing of one of her friends that was shredded up and killed by someone. I plan on finishing all of these books sometime, if I don't get to all of them this year, because I'm already working on my TBR list for each month, but I'll try to work one in. This one, Bishop E. Bernard Jordan, What Every Woman Should Know About Men. This one is just quick. So I am almost finished with this one because it was just like it said a principle, and then it has 1, 2, 3. So this one, I'm almost finished. This one only has 83 pages, so yeah. And this one, I won't say used to, but because I still belong there, even though I haven't even been in years, an African American book club. A lady gave it to me. She said it's really good. The Darkest Child by Delores Phillips. Now, I think I've read maybe a couple of pages. Oh, and see, she even signed it. Oh, okay, this is the person that gave it to me. Her name is Sonia. Oh, no, actually, she didn't sign it to me. She just says, this book belongs to Sonia. If you find it, pass it on to someone else. This one is about, it says, Praise for Darkest Child. Set in rural Georgia in 1950s, a time when the opportunities for African Americans were unimaginably different. This is the story of a mother who cannot distinguish love from possession, and a daughter, her darkest child, who longs for a better life. Wow, okay. And then this one, I brought it around the same time. We read this in the book club. That's when I was going. And this is The Measure of a Man, a spiritual autobiography by Sidney Poitier. Now this one, I've seen it on a lot of lists on Pinterest and other places saying that this is a great book to read. Now see, I got to page, here's a bookmark. You know, I told you in my previous video that I like bookmarks. This one says, "Butts are gross." Campaign against cigarette smoking. I made it to page 101 in this one. Hey, are you seeing a pattern? All the books I'm stopping at like page 100. There's somewhere around there. This one I found myself, I couldn't just like be tired or, you know, having a long day and think I'm gonna sit down and read this one. It had a lot to it. That's what I'm remembering. I visited the Bahamas. They just adore him out there, and him and Michael Jackson. Hey, I adore Sidney Poitier. You know, I grew up watching him. My mom was a big film buff, and so I got the love of movies from her. And, you know, I watched him in, what was that, Raisin in the Sun. I watched him in To Serve With Love. Oh, I love that movie. Oh, we even have, I still have the 45 record. Do you believe that? Okay, I'm going to finish this. I have to. I don't want to be an author that I write books when my books come out. I want people to finish. Next book I'm going to show you is by Kenneth E. Hagin, and it's Plans, Purposes, and Pursuits. And I got this one from our loaner book shelf from my church. I think I started just reading just the first part. It says A New Beginning. That's like the first chapter. Put that one there. And then this one. This is a book I had for so long. I had this book ever since I moved to where I'm, and I just kept bringing it along every time I move, or I would always keep it and pack it. It's by Jackie Torrance, The Importance of Pot Liquor. I guess it's her, she's writing about herself, how she used to take walks with her grandparents, how it just made things come alive. This book isn't that long, so that one. And this big Jumbo Bumbo. Big book by Lalita Tademy. I think I'm saying that correctly. But this one's called Cane River. Boy, look how big this book is. I know some people read books bigger than this. Oh my gosh, probably why I haven't read that book that I talked about this on my shelf in my previous video by President Obama. That's a big one. And this one has maps and things, and it's dealing with the Civil War and French quarters, and let me see how many pages. It has like a little over 400 pages. Ooh, look at this coming apart. Oh my goodness. Oh, my poor book. Help it. Oh, shucks. Okay. It's tearing apart. That's because I had it for so long, and I had it in boxes, and carrying it around. And this is a jacket. So the person signed it. Let's see. To D, hope you like this book. Love you much. Oh, from my sister. My sister gave it to me Christmas 2004. It says, enjoyed you here in Washington. Oh, I went to visit my sister. Oh my goodness, that's how long I've been toting this book around. That's probably why I kept it also, because my sister had given it to me. She read it and she said it was good. Oh, and look at this, guys. I stopped on page 53. I didn't go to page 100 in this one. And it has a bookmark from 2006. And this is my grandson on the bookmark. This is how long I've had this book. It was given to me in 2004. The bookmark's 2006. And here it is, 2020. And my grandson will be 20 this year. So this is the one. Maybe I need to tackle this baby first. I don't know. But then I also want to show you these two books that I have in this plastic. This top one, remember I told you this was an autograph book, Magic Bites. These two are autograph books. This one is, I did read this one. This one shouldn't be on the Unfinished List because I read this whole book and it was very good. It was the story of this man, Charles Lee. It's called Silent Cry, a masterpiece. And it's dealing with his life stories and his challenges that he went through. And he was in the military, and just things that happened to him in his childhood and how he got revenge and yeah. But it's nice. Isn't that pretty cover? I like it. And it has a nice bookmark as well. So I finished this one, and it says to D, enjoy, Charles Lee. So it was autographed July 19th, 2005. See, it says autographed copy. I did read this one. I just wanted to keep it nice. He wrote it himself, so it's like it's a autobiography. Okay, and then this one. This is a fiction book, Pretty Evil, by Lexi Davis. And this book, when I was going to the book club regularly, this one was one of the books. And this author, he came out and we met him, and that's how I got it signed. And the same with this one. This was also Lexi Davis. She's a UCLA graduate. She came out to the book club and she signed this as well. See, it says, to D, thanks for supporting my first efforts and for coming out tonight. Much appreciated, Lexi D. Yeah, so I didn't even read. I think I read maybe one, maybe two chapters of this. Let me see if I have a bookmark. No bookmark in this one. I even lent this book to someone else to read. And they gave it back, and thank goodness they took care of it. Because it's my autographed copy. I plan on getting many more autographs. These are really nice. I appreciate these books. Yay! These three. This one is on the unfinished book list, but this one has been read. I just wanted to show it to you. As I was doing the video, I just looked around and I said, oh, I may as well show them these two. When I get more autograph books, I'll let you guys know. Oh, also, out of these books, I think I have about 4 books on audio that I haven't finished, and one's by an independent author. It's a self-help book. I started off in July reading it, and I went to August and it went on. I just never got it finished, and I'm going to be honest, this might sound funny, but I got frustrated because, excuse me, the author, she wrote it, and which is really a good strategy for marketing, but I've tried everything. I have an iPhone. I tried listening to it with the iPhone so it could talk to me. I tried letting Google Voice read. Didn't work. So I have to actually straight and read my eyes. And sometimes I'm walking or doing other things, driving, and I like listening to books. And I kept pushing, and I couldn't do that. So I ended up, I think maybe subconsciously I got an attitude, and I just didn't finish that book. I really don't, because it's a really good self-help book. And also it has little prompts in it at the end of the chapter that you have to sit down and work. So maybe that's part of it that I hadn't finished. Then I started the book, Think Like a Freak. And I'm probably on chapter 4 or 5 of that. And I started, oh yeah, I forgot about this. I started the book, The Maze Runner. I got up to chapter 4. I got a sample of it. I thought I had Audible downloaded on it, but it wasn't. So that one, like, you know, when I'm going places, when I'm, like I said, riding, when I'm at bingo, when I'm other places, I like listening to her, just put my earplugs in and listen, but I was unable to. That is pretty much all I wanted to show you today. I hope you liked the video. I appreciate you guys. I would love it if you comment at the bottom section and let me know of some of the books that you have not finished reading. And also, please like my video. Also, subscribe to my channel. And ring the bell so that you can get further notifications of every time I drop a video. I post a video every Tuesday. I thank you guys. I appreciate you. Until next time. Later, Gators.